Hello, Happy New Year. I hope you had a restful end to 2022. So this video is super important. This is all about how to update your website in the new year and 5 of the most common things that I see that get missed and what you can do quickly this week to make those updates. So if you are in the wedding industry like me, this is a crazy busy time for newly engaged couples. People are going to be sifting through your website to pick out their vendors. So it also tends to be a little bit of a slower time for actual work that you're doing in your business. So it's a great time to kind of dig into those processes, the automations that you have set up, and a great way to make these website updates so that you don't have to think about it the rest of the year. Okay, so the first thing that you need to be updating on your website is the copyright information in your footer. So every website needs to have this date and business name in the footer of your website. This is a great way to deter people from potentially stealing images or text from your website, and just proves that you have ownership of the information and content that you're sharing on your website. Another key thing that needs to be on your website somewhere, typically in the footer, is a privacy policy. So this is legally required for everyone in the US. If you are collecting any sort of information off of someone's website, even if it's just an email, contact information, especially if you have a shop and are collecting payments from potential clients, this is something that you need to have in the footer of your website. So I use a template that I purchased through the Legal Paige. She is amazing for any type of contracts, templates, just extra language and text that you might need for your business. Feel free to check her out. I've got her description and link in the description below. The second thing that you need on your website is to update that pricing and packaging details. So there might be things in your business that you have shifted away from the previous year. Maybe you're a photographer and used to offer a variety of family sessions and maternity and boudoir, and now you're just sticking strictly to couples or to weddings. If that has shifted in your business, the type of services that you're offering, make sure that you go through and update that package details, anything in your services pages. And I always recommend including some sort of pricing on your website. I think it's a great way to sort of weed out clients that are not a good fit for you. You do not have to give people your full pricing breakdown on your website. I think that can get a little bit overwhelming, but having an average price or a starting price is a great way to show on your website that these are the types of clients that you work with. This is kind of the barrier for entry, and a little bit more about your expertise and why you cost what you do. So I've seen this done really well on Ashley's website. I actually designed this for her a few years ago, and I love the way that she breaks her website into weddings and seniors for the 2 different types of clients that she offers. So in her contact page, a great way that she kind of shows that pricing is as a question. So right here as the budget question, instead of leaving it open-ended, she actually has a drop-down menu that gives you a few different options to choose from. So if you are below that 5,000 range, that means that you're probably not going to be a good fit for her services. So this is a great way to kind of subtly fill in what your packages and pricing cost without having to make a full package list on your website. So the third thing that needs to be updated on your website is pretty self-explanatory and also feels very daunting, and that is the imagery. So you need to be going through and looking at those header images as well as images of yourself that you have included on the About page or the contact page, and make sure that those look like the work that you want to be doing more of. That's really important. You don't want to just be sharing your favorite work or styled shoot images. You really want to focus on the type of work that you loved from the previous year and want to share more of in the next year. For example, like I said, if you are refining down the type of portrait sessions that you offer and don't want to do family shoots anymore, do not have little kid photos on your website, and make sure that you're sticking to the type of work that you love and want to book more of. This is also a great time to go into social media and update those thumbnail branding photos. If you haven't taken branding photos in the last year or multiple years, this is the time to book some new headshots. Get some fun photos of yourself that really represent your brand. Speaking of social media, if you are still using an app like Linktree or an external site that houses those drop-down links in social media, this is the perfect time in the new year to make that update to house all of those links internally. It's an amazing way to boost your SEO and be redirecting traffic back to your website, but it's also a perfect way to show off your brand in an even more personal way, and kind of have control over what people are seeing when they go to your social media. I'm going to show you an example of what I use for my website. I actually have a template for this that is linked in the description below. I use Showit for my website, so this is just a really easy way to house all of those links internally. So on my social media, you'll see I have this links tab. When you click on that, it's going to go to this page where I have customized and used the most relevant links that I want people to be searching for on my website. A few things that I always recommend including on here are obviously a link to contact you and to easily book you. That's definitely really important. I see that missed all the time. So you'll see I have that link down here. I also love to include things if you are potentially an affiliate for things or have programs within your business that you'd love. Definitely include those in your quick links tab, as well as any freebies or downloads and portfolio information. So the final update you need to make to your website is probably the most intimidating, but one of the easiest tips that you can do is actually go in and update those SEO page titles and descriptions throughout your website. So I have another video about this that goes into detail, especially if you're a Showit website user. It's really easy to go in there and make these changes. So I'm going to link that right here. Feel free to check that out. But these updates are great for, again, refining the types of clients that you want to work with in the new year, sharing your location details for the services that you offer, and a few just like little things that you can do throughout your website and blog that really boost your SEO and help clients to find you through Google. One huge tip, especially for those who are using a blog, you want to go through and make sure that your blog is up to date in the new year. If you are busy as a wedding vendor or just haven't had a chance to blog and share the content that you want, you don't necessarily want your clients to see that it has been 6 months. So one quick tip is to actually go through and just remove the date temporarily from your blog. So here's how you would do that in Showit. So here I'm on one of my client sites and you'll see in her blog template design, I'm actually in Showit, not in WordPress. You will see over here under the blog tab, she has this date listed. So what you're gonna wanna do is click on the date text box and then up here under pages, all you need to do is click on the icon for the desktop and for the mobile screen. And when you see that grayed out there, it is not fully deleted the text box, but it is hidden from view. So now she can have all of these great resource blog posts, but not necessarily show the date. And this is going to allow you to kind of take your time in making those blog post updates without feeling the pressure that clients are going to see you haven't posted in 6 months. When you are ready to go back and share those dates, all you need to do is click those tabs again, and that date box will reappear. I hope that this helps you book the clients of your dreams in 2023, and please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below or any additional videos you want to see, and I will see you guys in the next video.